fruits of true love can take on many rather beautiful forms. Pablo Picasso's I Love Eva was inspired by his lover Eva. The Emperor Shah Jahan's love for his wife Mumtaz resulted in the magnificent Taj Mahal. And a global, passionate love of food has resulted in a rather interesting virtual phenomenon.
The rise of the food blog. So in addition to being glued to their dinner tables, food lovers from around the globe are now glued to their keyboards as well, blogging about all things edible and delectable. Why don't we take a look at a few such blogs?
A truly fascinating little blog I've stumbled upon is Avi Toronto's From Souk to Shouk. Inventive recipes, explorations of local markets in Tel Aviv, and lots more deliciousness. TastyPursuits.com by a blogger named Hazel has some beautiful photography and tips on whipping up quick meals. Another one of my personal favorites is Master Chef Anthony Bourdain's blog, a chef best known for his chain smoking and wild eating habits. And of course, blogs like these have inspired me to start my own blog about all things that please or displease my belly, and my experiments in the kitchen that don't end in total disaster.
Well, as much fun as it is to read about food, it doesn't quite do justice to the experience of taste, the satisfaction of a filled belly. So how about we take care of that right now?
So off I was to explore the wild, wild world of high-end restaurants. It's not an easy task, I know, but someone's got to do it. And I had a tip-off about a Mediterranean restaurant off the busy OMR Expressway in the Aloft Hotel, a branch of the prestigious W Hotels.
Estia is about Mediterranean cuisine, and it comprises of France, Italy, Morocco, Spain, and Greek regions.
I walked into a rather compact, cozy rectangular space with cool hues of blue reminiscent of the Mediterranean Ocean. I gazed upon the endless horizon of appetizers on the menu and was pleased to find many Moroccan selections.
Well, for Ramadan last year, my good friend Layla made this amazingly flavorful, rich, filling harira. Harira, it's a sort of traditional Moroccan soup. It's usually eaten to break the fast during Ramadan, and lo and behold, it is here on the menu. So we're going to see if this harira lives up to the real thing.
To accompany my soup, I settled on the arancini di riso con ricotta, a sort of Italian street food popular in Sicily. Little rice balls stuffed with aromatic herbs and ricotta cheese, then crumb fried. And also with that, the Mediterranean chicken tapas, which was too reminiscent of frozen chicken fingers for me, but came with a zesty and delicious sauce.
Okay, well, the soup tastes good, but it doesn't quite taste authentic, not quite like Layla's. But it's still aromatic and flavorful. Just not totally Moroccan.
Of course, the appetizers did their job of whetting my appetite, leaving me oh so hungry for more. I had to be swift and decisive in remedying my hunger pangs, and looked to the main courses. The first player on my stage of deliciousness to make its entrance was the Moroccan chicken tagine.
Well, a tagine is named after the heavy clay pot that the dish is traditionally prepared in. It's a very slow-cooked dish with braised meat that's cooked at a low temperature over a long period of time. I also quite like the way this dish has been presented, but let's have a taste.
And yes, the tagine did taste authentic. Each morsel of meat was infused with flavor. The stew was aromatic, slightly spicy. After a nibble here and a gobble there, I decided to turn my attention to the spanakopita.
Well, spanakopita is a Greek delicacy, layers of fine, flaky phyllo pastry stuffed with spinach, onions, feta cheese, sometimes even ricotta cheese, and it's part of the Borek family, which are a family of baked or fried phyllo pastries. This particular spanakopita, however, seems to be a modification of the authentic recipe.
Now the pastry was not as light and flaky as it should be, but before I could finish, a fresh catch from the Mediterranean ocean of options on the menu arrived at my table. The medley of fragrances wafted off the table and towards me, filling me with such intense anticipation. The vibrant colors on the plate enticed me like a peacock's feathers during mating season. The sea bass was prepared with sun-dried tomatoes and black olive tapenade and was a tender, buttery texture. The slivers of fish melted willingly off the fillet and were caught even more willingly by my fork. A feast like this called for an equally elaborate dessert. I decided to try the mohalabia, a Moroccan delicacy with milk, sugar, ground rice, almonds, rose petals, and rosewater. While there is a touch too much rose essence in this dessert, I'd highly recommend the date and walnut steamed pudding. A pleasantly sweet end to any meal.
Well, sadly, Chennai, our 8.5 minutes is up, but you know there is a chance for us to see each other again soon. All you have to do is answer me one wee little question.
Which variety of beer has bubbles that sink to the bottom instead of float to the top? A. Guinness, B. Corona, or C. Tuborg? Send in your answers to feedback@ndtv-hindu.com.